Hey everybody, welcome back to the second hour here of It's Never Sunny in Doskvol. I'm Eric, your game master, mastering the game for you. So, we're over in Brightstone. I need to make a. Do I have a token for you guys as a group in our game?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We've never really gone out of six towers before.
Only briefly.
I mean, yeah,
I should
not
grab
really as a group though.
Yeah. Okay,
Not
that's fine.
that one time.
See if
But
I
we
can
don't
find a
talk
quick
about it.
token to give you guys. Well, anyways, in the interim, what Okay, so you guys are gonna go up to the guys, the trio on horseback.
I'm going to. I don't know if Vale's. I'm Vale. I don't know if Jewel's coming.
Right. This is like we always do this. How do we? How do we?
Follow magic tokens.
You guys are the broken. Yeah, you're you follow a magic
We're the
token.
same person. It's fine. We're very different people, though. That's the funny part. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I feel like, unless Vale specifically told her not to, that Jewel will be there to back you up.
I'm okay with you having my back. Someone's got to. It's not going to be me. I don't have my own back at all.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Seer has your like way back. Just like eating an apple, like on the bench somewhere, trying to look inconspicuous. But he's like staring at everyone because it's like, is that a demon? Does that woman have a demon baby in her carriage as she's pushing around? Like
Okay.
everyone.
Excuse me, officers.
They approach on horseback, not dismounting or whatever. They do you like get up to them or something like that, or
I would have approached.
yeah, okay. While
So-
they're making their patrol, okay, so you kind of like step out in front of them and stuff. They slow down. They do like the hold position. Like they're very ordered. All the death horns, the rams, they all kind of like march in unison. And so like they like stop and they like do that like boom boom like synchronized kind of stop. It's very very orderly, and the man, he's Taikarosi. He has. Yeah, I think half his face. Oh yeah, I think now that you're close to him, you thought maybe he was wearing a mask, but half his face is scales, and
Oh, okay.
he looks at you and says, "Yes, what seems to be the problem?"
I hand him the note.
All right, he gets up closer to you and picks up the note and looks at it.
Yes, goat back, of course.
Goat back. Yes. He looks it over. Looks at you and says, "Well, miss, seems to be like you have friends in high places. You here alone?" As he like, scans the.
My eyes flick back to Jewel.
Jewel slightly adjusts her stance in order to
Get the
indicate
attention. Yeah.
that this is the person she's looking at. Just yeah.
And then I look back at him. I
see
think that answers the question.
very prudent. So, because you're someone who can be trusted with this, because you're someone who can be trusted with this, I'm going to need you to come along with us. We have to finish our round here, but come with us. Well, the place we need to take you is it's on our way.
Do I sense any deception from him?
No. No, this man has been very monotonous. He has a very like a baritone, deep kind of voice that seems to carry with itself.
Casual sandwich, just.
Yeah. I need the space over here on my tiny desk. Okay.
So yeah, I think I would just kind of nod. Like I would agree to go with him.
Okay. Cool.
And hopefully Seer in the distance is watching and will follow from a distance.
Okay.
I think well, I have Mr. Bubbles with me because I always have Mr. Bubbles with me. But actually, can I do a flashback to where instead I left Mr. Bubbles with Seer so that I can use my connection to Mr. Bubbles in order to direct Seer to follow us?
Oh, that's a good idea. And then he can be way back and he doesn't even have to be in line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, at the moment, I'm in line of sight.
But I'm just saying when
But
we
if ever
leave
I-
with them, yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
And that way they won't know that they're being followed.
Mm-hmm.
So Seer is sharing his apple with Mr. Bubbles.
Nice.
All right. So once you guys are in the so you guys follow along or whatever, they take you to the watch station set up in Brightstone. It's the evening, so it's very, very low key. You go in. It's the only place you've ever seen with the jail cells that are empty. It's very clean, pristine. There's a guy sitting behind the desk. I like the idea that he's probably reading the newspaper, and he sees the three of them come in, you guys in tow. And I think immediately the guy behind the desk kind of like perks up, puts the newspaper away, and says to the gentleman who I don't think has ever actually introduced himself to this point. I think I want to call him. I like Van. His name's Van. He's gonna go by Van. It's obviously short for something. So he mentions to Sergeant Van, I see you brought some new contractors, and he nods to the man behind the desk, and he says, "This way, please," as he gestures to a private sort of room to sit in.
Okay.
On it, you see you like kind of go in and you see on the table there's like a map of Doskvol strewn about. It seems to be colored in a way that's like represents various factions and stuff, but mostly you see most of the information that's collected right now is actually gathered in Brightstone. You see one manor in particular in Brightstone that has like a lot of strings going to a lot of different places, like more so, like doubly so than any other manor.
Okay.
We need you to do. So we brought you in here because we were looking for a group that could be trusted to do something like this. I mean, I can't say that it's not dangerous, but we need you to do a test for us. We need you to test the security measures of Lord Strangford's manor.
Is this the kind of test where you hope the security measures succeed or where you hope they fail?
Well, we hope that they succeed, but...
And will this result in deadly countermeasures that we will be up against?
Two guards kind of look at Van, and he just nods.
Will he know that we're coming? Is he aware of this test?
No.
Is he...
It's important. It's of the utmost importance that this is not a scheduled test. That this is just it is a routine, unscheduled attempt at breaking security. All Brightstone manors have this.
And you always do outside.
Yes.
Hold on, just out of character for 1 second here. I'd like to remind you that Vale has looking into a mirror. At any point, is he lying or being less than truthful here?
All right, he's being less than truthful about all manors.
Okay.
But he is being specific about that Lord Strangford has almost not a paranoia, but he does have from time to time, he will hire bluecoats to hire contractors to try to run against his defenses, basically, of his banner to make sure it's secure.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we trying to do if we do breach his security?
Well, the best you don't let us know. It's best that you don't let us know. We want you guys to come up with your own discover its vulnerabilities, your exploits, and proceed. So in Lord Strangford's manor, on his study, or in his study, on his desk, in a locked, private, secret drawer, there's an onyx box. If you retrieve the onyx box and bring it back here, then we would know that it's broken. If you don't, well, we'll make sure that the Death Seeker Crows come for you.
What exactly is the implication there?
That you guys, if you're dead, you
We
won't be a
succeed
ghost.
or we die.
So it's either we succeed or we die?
It's not that you're necessarily. Well, I mean that's how he's kind of putting it in a very like matter-of-factly. I must warn you that the previous team, the last team to run through here, did not survive. But it's that time of the year where another test must be done, and if you want in with the bluecoats, then
So I just kind of nod.
he essentially is hiring you as like red hats to try to like break into a secure site and then let them know how you did it, right? So they can reinforce it and make it so it's more secure.
So I just kind of nod and say, give me all the
We'll
details.
pay you, yeah. Like there will be payment, of course, for your services.
And my thoughts are immediately going to, we accept the job, we contract out ourselves. We hire somebody else to do it. Let the Dust Seeker Crows go for somebody else. I don't care.
The problem is if that whoever we hire succeeds, we have to be able to trust them to give us the intel to give to them, you know. But if they die, then they're dead, and maybe we could have gone through because we're better than them.
Yeah,
That's out of character.
I don't know.
Send in NPCs to do a PC job. Come on.
Yeah, but we're not
I'm
thieves.
stealing that.
I mean, it's kind of to you. Seer is like loitering outside the cop shop at the moment, so he doesn't really have any input here.
I think I get all the details from the police.
If you're worried about loyalty, our cohort gang, they do have the loyal tag.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
might lose them if we send them in.
Yeah, Sith Master in chat mentions they're called penetration tests. So,
You know what? Dying's not the worst thing that can happen to you in Duskvol.
It's true. It's true.
So I think we just get all the details, say we'll be in touch, and go to make plans on what we're going to do about this.
okay, let's do that. What does it look like?
So should we just head back home, or should we start getting information, or what?
I mean, I think we cut to us having already gotten the information and doing the
actual heist part of it.
Jump into the heist.
Yep.
So the question is, do we want to do like a deception plan where like our inn is just pretending like we're supposed to be there? Or do we want to do a shoot, what is the other type of plan? Breaking and entering plan, you know.
Yeah.
Where's my
Stealth
PDF?
plan, I think.
Yes, stealth plan. Thank you.
Well, I'm useless at stealth.
I mean, not entirely useless, but I'm useless at deception. So, how stealthy am I? So, I mean, like how stealthy am I? Slightly more stealthy than I am persuasive.
You have 1 prowl.
Yeah, as opposed to 0 in persuade and into sway. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
So, how about? Oh, you did. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna look at the stream because you very kindly put up our stats page here.
Yeah.
I have a 0 in prowl, but I could always just be a distraction or something while you guys are breaking in. Because if I have to sneak, we're going to fail. We need to split up for this.
I mean, not necessarily, because
Yeah.
I mean,
We can group action, right?
mhm.
Like you
Just because
tag
I'm
along.
terrible at sway and consort and such, I can always stress myself out to be better at it. And it's really, it's up to you, Asteyni, since I very much think of Vale as the leader of this group, and we're probably going to go along with whatever you say.
It's so much pressure.
I think playing to our crew's strength, we'd go in with the deception plan.
I mean, I am spec'd for deception, and we can use the your guys' prowl on the side when you eventually slip away and grab the box. So yeah, let's do a deception plan. So we have to figure out then, how do we get in? Like we're supposed to be there, why?
Yep, basically. What's going to be your method?
What do we know about this Strauss guy? Or this, is that his name?
No. Lord Strangford?
Strangford, whatever. What do we know about this guy?
He's a Leviathan.
Offhand, you know that he's he's a Leviathan captain. He owns a fleet of Leviathan ships. That's about it. Without any, I mean, there's more to know, but that's not how much. That's probably how much you know.
Maybe he's. I mean, we could always roll and gather information to get some more info, but maybe he's selling like a small craft, and maybe we're interested in purchasing it, or at least we present as such. Like not a Leviathan hunter ship, but like a smaller vessel that for around the city, you know.
Or we could wait until he's hosting some kind of event, like maybe he's celebrating a successful Leviathan hunt or something.
That could be cool.
I'm sure that he hosts parties whenever he's in town. The other question is if it would be something where maybe while he's out on a Leviathan hunt, it would be easier to break in for us to.
But then that's not really a deception plan unless we're like,
unless we
his niece from the South.
Right, exactly.
Even though we look nothing alike, but you know, his sister married an Aruvian, and
well, Vale is Akaros, right?
But like I'm just saying, like we probably don't look similar.
I mean, I don't look similar to my uncle. So, I mean, that is definitely a deception plan that could work if we wait for him to be out and then just like arrive pomp and circumstance style of I'm his niece here early. He's expecting me. What do you mean he didn't tell you? What do you mean he's not back from his trip yet?
He promised me a pony, and I won't leave until I get my pony.
Yeah. And
I like it.
And then I can be your bodyguard again, and it all works out. I don't know where Seer fits into this plan, but
I very rarely know where Seer fits into our plan.
I mean, like it depends on how large your entourage is as a noble, right? Like,
Okay, so
I think a point could be made to bring our entire cohort gang of thugs.
but
and,
we
like,
need
everyone.
to clean them up though.
Yeah, like sure.
yeah.
But
Can we
that's
do,
all
like,
in
a cleaning
flashbacks
up
where we put
montage?
all like cool fake mustaches on everyone.
Hmm.
Tex has got it right. Baruch Assault.
I like the idea of
For the
putting
whole group.
a fake mustache on Seer. Because we very carefully gave him a beard with no mustache. So he put a mustache on.
But like yeah, like I mean, you're noble, and they have like giant entourages. I think it would make sense to bring more people, and it would also make it easier for like a couple of people to slip out. And
I like it. I like this plan a lot.
This is for a party?
No, the plan is this is a deception plan. We're going to pretend that Vale is his niece from the capital, and he is gone. He's out on a Leviathan hunt, right? And he's supposed to be back in a few days or a week. And she arrives saying, "I'm right on time. Where's my uncle? What do you mean he's not back from his Leviathan hunt yet? He promised me a pony for my birthday. I travel
My own three-eyed goat.
with my servants, you know."
Okay. I like that. Trojan horse this. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, let's do that then.
Oh
Cool,
gosh.
just three-eyed goat.
Let's do the engagement roll here. 1 die.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure that Vale has fine.
I have a fine disguise kit.
Disguise kit, yeah. And if we need to drop a coin on getting the entire crew kitted out in livery,
Finery and stuff. Like, yeah, not like finery, but just livery.
yeah, I'm willing to drop that coin.
It would be. I don't know if you can do that with just 1 coin. I feel like that's worth more than 1 coin. To outfit everybody the way you need to.
Okay.
It doesn't have. It just has to look good. It doesn't have to actually be fine quality. It just has to pass a cursory glance.
I think it's fine if we even spend 2 coins on it, because supposedly it should pay more, right? And it should pay even if we fail, right?
Yeah, as long as we don't die.
Yeah. As long as we don't die.
So I think I can spend another one of my coin on that.
Researching happens in a flashback, Fenris, by the way.
True. I mean, unless you
Actually, I would like to
downtime action to do that, and you could do it right now.
Yeah.
That would cost us a coin too.
Well, could I flashback to having done having?
I guess that's true, because you could do it as a flashback, and then it costs you stress instead of money.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I would
So
like
you
to.
guys are getting ready to go. Yeah, you're getting ready to go. You're getting ready to go to answer the door or go knock on the door, and you do the flashback here, right?
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Okay, so how much stress?
To research this guy?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do here.
I'm trying to find out information about his family, about him, basically so I can play the part of his niece convincingly, but also just so I can kind of figure out what he's all about.
Okay. And you're not using a downtime. This is a flashback, right?
Yeah.
I think this will cost 1 stress.
Okay.
And how are you researching it?
I'm talking to people because that's what I do. So I'm just casually asking questions, bringing it up in conversation. So
If he's king shit Leviathan hunter, he's hella famous, right?
Yeah, so people would want to talk about him and gossip and all that kind of stuff.
He's notoriously quiet.
But that doesn't get down from his fame. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because
still be super
just
famous.
because
Even if he
he's
doesn't
quiet,
talk about it,
yeah.
everyone else would talk about him.
And I feel like Vale has connections, like within nobility, to be able to at least like find out, like, does he actually legitimately have a niece? What is her name, etc.
Yeah.
What does she look like so I can incorporate it into my disguise, that sort of thing.
So it starts at risky limited.
Okay.
The hardest problem, the thing that you have going against you is quality.
Quality of the information.
Well, the
What
quality of your contacts for this type of information, more importantly.
What if I were to, instead of going for my contacts, what if I went for members of his household, like his staff, and specifically talk to them?
Well, you have to get introduced to them, right? How do you know? How would you find somebody who works for Lord Strangford?
Because Nerix knows one of them because they're one of her clients.
Okay. That sounds good. No, that sounds really good. Let's go with that. Okay.
So yeah, I would approach them instead of my specific contacts.
Okay, yeah. Risky standard.
Okay. Devil's Bargain.
More heat.
We have 0 heat at the moment. Like, I think it's fine.
And we're doing this legitimately. Like, this is employed by the cops.
That doesn't mean it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Well, still. I'll take it.
Okay.
Oops.
They're also willing to just let us die. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're not yeah. 5.
Okay. What are some things you want to know? What are some questions that you have?
Who's in his family?
Immediate or extended?
Both.
Okay. Well, his parents are dead. He's not married. He has distant relatives. I think he has his extended family in the Imperial City. Nephews. So if you wanted to go by one of those from the Imperial City, it could work.
Do they have the same last name for his extended family?
Oh, yes.
Okay. What are I don't know how to ask this as a question, but basically I'm trying to get inside information about what he's like and things that may have happened that other people wouldn't be aware of, so I can use that to make them believe that I'm related to him.
What Lord Strangford's like?
Super hard.
Boy, then with a 5, I'm only gonna give you a limited amount. I don't know. I don't know how to actually word this right. So you consorted, and you got a 5. I think normally it's like someone want to ask you for coin or something like that. I think that here it will be a little bit different. I got it. Okay, this is what's going to happen. You get the information, right? So you know their mannerisms. They like to drink, and the best way of doing that, you know that Lord Strangford is somebody who likes fine quality drink. I think the person that you're meeting with is asking you to drink, and like for every piece of information you're getting out of there, it's like a shot for each question. So I think you're gonna take level 1 harm drunk.
Oh gosh. Let me save those changes real quick and go and see what I can do.
It would so be a character. You show up, really drunk. Where's my pony? I want my pony.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to be drunk.
Yeah, I mean, you do get like.
I'm gonna resist that. I'm going to resist it with my resolve, and I'm just gonna resolve not to be drunk.
Perfect.
Okay. Because that works in real life. No drunk, Eric. No. No.
Just
All right,
act
do it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do it.
I keep it under wraps. Like, I'm a little drunk, but you know, I'm not gonna be drunk.
You drink a lot, but you're like, no, I'm gonna act sober. It's fine. It's totally fine.
I'm really good at lying.
All right, you take 1 point of stress.
Okay.
You're not drunk then. Yeah. All right, that just goes away.
Okay.
And you got the questions that you wanted, right? You got the answer that you wanted.
Okay. What else were we going to do to improve this engagement roll? Or engagement roll? Yeah. Words.
Yeah, so you're basically at 2 dice.
Like the dress up stuff. Like you said, 1 coin wasn't enough. If you spend 2 coin, is that enough? Would that actually help our engagement?
To look the part.
Yeah.
For our entire crew, not just me.
Yeah, I think 2 coin would be enough.
All right.
You want to do that for this mission?
Yeah, totally. I'll mark off the one in the crew sheet and one of my own.
Okay.
Okay. So you're at 3 dice.
So I am a noble, so I know how nobles act.
Yeah, especially imperial ones. But that's already factored in.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, the other thing is once we get the roll and something goes wrong, we can do a flashback to mitigate it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like having more dice.
True.
I'm not really seeing how I could get more though.
Let me just look at our crew stuff. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I could use to leverage for more dice. I don't think there is.
I mean, I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
What about Jules' background as a pirate? Is there any connection that she might have had to brush-ins with Lord Strangford before? Maybe she can bring some personal knowledge to the table.
I don't think so, because I don't think Lord Strangford's actually a sailor. I think he's more of the financial backing of the Enterprise.
Gotcha. Well, what if he financially backed a privateer crew that Jewel had been part of?
You. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, brilliant.
So this is also to gather information?
Yeah, I guess so. Like going back to her old pirate contacts and like whomever was actually like in contact with Strangford on the ship, like her former captain, or maybe her former captain is dead and that's why the ship fell apart. So maybe
to know, like, because he's like really strict on security. Is there like specific things that he was always like worried about? Like he's like super ghost warding everything. Is it like against just thieves? He hates thieves. Like maybe you know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this guy doesn't skimp on his defenses at all. You know, he has one of the most well-rounded, robust security systems of any noble in the city.
Just anything? Like, I mean, surely...
This is probably one of the most secure places of Brightstone.
I guess the question, since I'm
trying to hide.
All right.
Question mark.
What I was gonna say is, like, I was the one that came up with the plan to do this while he's out of town. And maybe I should ask the question: is his security more or less secure while he is in residence, or does it not change?
It's probably less secure when he's at residence than it is when he's gone.
Okay. But I think our plan works better while he's gone.
I mean, you know, impersonating his family when he's there.
I mean, it could be one of those things where it's like, don't you remember me, cousin? Like, what about when we were at Aunt Cindy's wedding when I was 5 and I peed my pants on your lap? Like, don't you remember that? God, I was so embarrassed.
It could be good.
And they just, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, can I make a roll to talk to my pirate buddies here and get more information?
Yeah, you want a flashback for this?
Yeah.
Okay, one stress, and then what are you rolling?
Consort, because these are my pirate friends.
Okay.
Risky, I'm assuming.
Standard.
Risky standard.
We're putting a bunch of prep in here for just this engagement roll because it's so important.
It's pretty important.
More than anything, when you're going against a higher tier organization, your engagement rolls needs to be on point.
Because if even when we succeed, that just means that our plan up until that point was solid.
Isn't on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on fire, exactly. And then if we're going up against a higher tier organization and we get like a 1, 2, or a 3, like I think we are personally, literally on fire, and everything is bad. Secretly, we are now suddenly actually in hell.
So here's a question for you guys. So how many traits do you have so far? What have you been throwing in here? You got information with Vale's consort, right?
Yeah.
You spent extra coin to get disguise kits. Now, Kelsa, you've just thrown into the ring, asking your pirate friends for some help as well, right? So basically, you're getting 3 bonus traits to this roll right now, right?
Yep.
That's what you're shooting for right now. Okay. And then me, mathematically, I think I'm making a mistake here in that the engagement roll should be a little bit. The initial math of the engagement roll was off. So this was a strong place. So you're gaining 0 dice. Then you're also gaining a -1 die because it's Brightstone. So right now you're at 2 dice.
Okay.
But in addition, though, you still also have to ask me for this last piece of information from you, Kelsa. But I'm just saying that this translates into an extra die for the engagement roll anyways. But okay, so that's where we're at. So let's continue. I jumped ahead a little bit because I also had to go back in time.
Devil's bargains for me, talking to my pirate friends.
Can you do Devil's Bargain on an engagement roll?
I mean, it's not on the engagement roll. It's on a flashback before an engagement roll.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You want a Devil's Bargain here. Oh, boy. You want an extra die, but, yeah. You miss the sea. You only get 1 downtime action until you do something that lets you take some time out and go back on the water for a little bit. Swapping stories with the people.
Okay, yeah.
Being around, like, these are my people. I kind of miss it. So in the future...
Especially when we took that trip down the coast before, like, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the devil's bargain.
That's totally fine with me. Okay. I
Cool.
will take one extra die, so I'm rolling one die, and
Are you fucking kidding me?
it's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm literally dead.
Boy, that's tough. I think you subtract a die from the engagement roll. Mechanically, but I think fictionally. Fictionally, I don't think the pirates trust you anymore. Like you've gone soft and you haven't been on the sea. So I think they're gonna need you to do something for them. I think something like here at the time.
You have to get a cool pirate tattoo with an anchor.
Another one?
No, yeah, you already have one like that. See, I don't want to go with the drinking thing again, but I need your guys' help. Can you help me out here for a second? I feel like you should take some kind of harm that you need to resist here, but I need some help.
What if I don't resist it?
Expressing it. Okay, well you don't have to resist it, but can Vale or Seer help me out here real quick, or a chat? Give me an idea about what type of.
If she's gone soft, then the way to prove that you're hard is that you fight someone for it.
Oh, so maybe she takes special physical harm.
Yeah, no, that actually makes perfect sense. See, fucking love you guys. Thank you so much. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, no, you have to beat up the first person before they talk to him. So I think sore hands is probably okay here. The guy had a strong jaw, but you clocked him out, right? So I think your hand hurts. So put bruised on your hand or something.
Bruised hands.
Yeah, and you're also subtracting a -1 die to the engagement roll.
Which that's harsh. That's so harsh.
Can I resist the -1 die to the engagement roll?
Yeah, this is all part of the same consequence.
I'll take the hand. I mean, I'll take the bruised hand if I have to, but I want to resist the minus.
It's all or nothing. You
resist. Well then, yeah. In that case, can I use my special?
Basically,
armor?
I don't see why there's anywhere that says in the game that your consequences can't be multiple different things. And then when you resist, totally. I think you resist entirely or separate. I don't know. I think you have to resist entirely.
It depends.
Okay.
So what I want to do then, in that case, is use my special armor as a cutter of Battleborn to not take the consequences from this physical altercation.
That makes sense, but you still have to eat the minus die unless you resist it.
Well, that is if you're saying. That's what I was trying to say, is if it's all rolled into one thing that I can resist, I should be able to resist all of it with the armor. Or alternatively, I will, if I can't use the special armor in that case, then I'll just resist the -1 die.
Okay.
And if that also resists physical harm as well, fine, sure, a bonus. But if it's all going to be the same thing...
No, I think you eat your armor to do both of that. That seems fair.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, nope, you still had 2 dice then. 2 dice for this engagement roll.
Okay. Well, I tried, guys.
Yeah. No, 3 dice. I'm sorry. You're at 3 dice for the engagement roll. Remember, because you're no longer subtracting it, and you just ate your armor, Kelsa, to do this. Your Battleborn. Okay, cool. So you have 3 dice for the engagement roll.
I think we just sit with 3 dice, because I'm scared about anything else.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Most heists don't end up with a lot of this negotiation early on for the engagement roll, but when you're going against a higher tier group, like a very high tier, I feel like this is probably pretty standard. Where you're like really trying to get all your ducks in a row here. All right, especially before things turn to shit.
Which they're about to. I'm scared.
Yeah. All right, who was rolling this engagement roll?
Not it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not Seer.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, you've been rolling. You got some hot dice today.
I mean, we'll see.
Oh yeah, you guys want to go to the Hooded Proprietor for some tattoos?
So we have 3 dice?
Yeah, 3 dice. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go to our next break, and then we'll jump into this. All right. So we'll be back in 5 minutes as we reveal what the inside of Lord Strangford's manor is like. So good work there. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.